What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. If you're watching this in January, Happy New Year. Of course, the title of the video was relevant because 'tis the season for the good old New Year, New Me. If you don't know me, which you probably don't, seeing as I'm not really that active on YouTube yet.
I keep saying that I'm gonna be making way more videos.
But anyways, my name is Carl LaForte and I'm an actor, cinematographer, and director based out of Hollywood North. And while today's video doesn't really affect any of those things, my past life before getting into the film industry and even into acting was a gym owner, a powerlifting coach, and a bodybuilder. And these are just some of the tips that I've learned over time that could literally help anyone, doesn't matter what you're doing. If you like anything you see in the video, don't hesitate to hit that like button and subscribe. Maybe throw me a comment down below. I promise I'll be making much more content this year, whether it be in front of the lens, behind the lens, or just general life stuff like this. Anywho, without further ado, let's get to why you're watching the video. If you have had a hard time losing weight and keeping it off, I feel your pain. Here's a brief history of me and my problems with weight. I was always kind of the chubby kid growing up, and this was me back in 2010. Yeah, I was at a whopping like 305, 310 pounds, not a care in the world, except for when and where and what my next meal was gonna be. Certain situations led me to the beginning of my weight loss journey. Yeah, comment below if you wanna hear a much more detailed version of the story and how I did it, because it's like a pretty crazy story. Anyways, a year later, 2011, I had lost over 100 pounds, and here we are now in the present, looking more or less like this. So, here are some tips on how you can start your own weight loss journey and, most importantly, keep it off. Number 1, don't dismiss nor live by fad diets. Keto, low carb, low fat, intermittent fasting, carnivore diet, I've literally done them all. Now, what do all of these things have in common? A lower daily caloric intake. Yes, you have to be at a caloric deficit. These might be a fast way of dropping weight, but they are not necessarily going to be maintainable or healthy for you in the long run. If you are gonna try these diets, the most important thing is finding a controlled amount of food that keeps you at your maintenance weight and seeing how much less from that you are gonna eat. I suggest you experiment. This is not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take weeks, maybe months, but you have to find a way that best suits you and your life. This might depend on your household, the people you live with, your schedule, your budget, and finding how to avoid certain cravings that will spike overeating. Number 2, the scale isn't everything, but track your progress. Now, don't get me wrong, the scale is a great tool of measurement, especially if your main goal is to lose weight. However, the caveat is that it might also be a disappointing result when you don't see the number on the scale drop as fast as you'd like, or even in some cases go up. It's highly possible that you can change the way your body looks and how you feel without necessarily seeing that weight drop. I suggest you start using your clothes as a measurement of your weight loss journey. If your pants are fitting a little bit looser on you at the waist, at the thighs, or you can see that your shirts and jackets are feeling a bit big around the shoulder and the belly area, then you know you're on the right path. And on the other side of the coin, if your clothes are starting to feel snug, then you know you're kind of like leaning towards the wrong direction. You can base your progress on your current clothes, or maybe even find clothes that you would like to fit into and progress into fitting into that. I remember back in the day, I really just wanted to fit H&M clothes because I was rocking like double XLs and size 42 pants, and none of that stuff was existing at H&M at the time. I don't know if they exist there now, but that was kind of one of the things that helped me motivated into wanting to fit certain clothes. So find a goal shirt or a goal pair of pants or a suit to fit into and continuously work your way into that. When I first started, I used to log my weight a lot because that was the method I adapted, and because I was so big and also so much younger, I was losing weight fast. I would just jot down the weight on a calendar, and by the end of the month, see the numbers drop as the days went by. I was also exercising at a frequency and intensity that I'd never done before, so the weight was just literally melting off. I first started with the elliptical at 20 minutes, and then eventually as weeks went by, all of a sudden I was able to work my cardio up to 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then eventually an hour. The progress might not necessarily be as fast for you, but find a healthy way for you to keep track. Whether that be progress photos that you literally don't have to share with anybody, or just jotting down your weight on a calendar like I did. Find something that you can refer to and react to, something that you can look at and be like, oh, a month ago I was this weight, and now here I am today at this weight. Number 3, find an exercise routine that works for you. While I found myself falling in love with lifting weights in the beginning, this is not necessarily where I'm at today as far as the best exercise for me. I know I'm not going to be the next Arnold, so I've expanded into doing other things that I love doing, like volleyball and golf in the summer and boxing. Lifting is highly effective, don't get me wrong, but it is not the be-all, end-all. I think the most important thing is finding something that you do like doing and then having a higher frequency of whatever activity that is. Whether you want to swim, climb, or run, taking your dogs out way more frequently than you are now, depending on the season. You just gotta get moving and do it frequently. The most important thing is to start it. The hardest part is sticking to it. So make yourself accountable. Number 4, treat yourself. Obviously, I don't mean to treat yourself all the time. All I'm saying is learn to have a controlled cheat meal or a cheat day or whatever it is. Give yourself a treat once in a while, but also be smart about it. Trust me, it's okay to have that piece of cake on your birthday or eat that fried chicken that someone brought at a potluck. It's even okay to go out and party and have that slice or two of pizza at 3 a.m. As long as you get back to your normal eating habits the next day or two. Leaning into your cravings is going to be much healthier mentally than depriving yourself of it. Number 5, take care of your mental. Believe it or not, the most important thing in this journey while trying to get a healthier physical body is to make sure that your mental is also healthy. It's easy to compare yourself to others, whether that be your shape or the speed of your process or progress. Just stop. Comparing yourself to others is only going to mess your mental up. Instead, focus on the things that you're doing within yourself. Know that you actually are good enough and that you are beautiful, but you're maybe doing this to prolong your life or avoid being sick for your loved ones or your kids. Don't worry about how you look at the gym whenever you're doing a new exercise or learning something new. Take the compliments as they come in as you're shedding the weight. All of these things will help you get in a healthier mindset, which is so crucial. Well, I hope you take something away from this video that you can apply to your daily routine into finding the new you. Bonus tip, don't wait for the new year. Start today. Start when you can start. Start when you want to start. But your new you never has to wait until January 1st. It doesn't have to wait until Monday. It doesn't have to wait until tomorrow. You'll actually be at an advantage if you start now. Anyways, I've talked for way too long. If you have any questions, whether it be diet or exercise related, comment below. I'll do my best to respond and see you at the next one.